Yokoso peeps, it's Oz and Maple. So awesome. This video is brought to you by all my Patreon supporters. Go Team Awesome! Today I'm here because I want to talk to you about some of the best things and the worst things that happened to me in 2018. At the same time, I also wanted to share this stuff here. There's a lot of presents here. I'll be opening them as we go along through the video, and Kaide seems like she wants it too. Let's start with Kaide. Kaide received a new collar. It's a nice design and it also has K's for Kaide on it. You like it? Yeah? Okay, Merry Christmas. If you've been watching my channel, you already know what I'm going to be talking about. But I was feeling very down. And I don't mean like depressed, I mean like not feeling good. Like my health was just really down. I didn't feel any energy. I felt like it was hard for me to wake up in the morning. I was just feeling tired all the time, no matter how many hours of sleep I got. So early this 2018 in January, I guess the breaking point was I started going to the bathroom, and maybe this is TMI, but I started peeing like 30 times a day, and I just couldn't stop peeing, and I couldn't stop drinking. I felt so thirsty and my mouth was always dry. So I got really scared. So I went to the doctor and they were like, yeah, you have type 2 diabetes. And that hit me hard, I think. I got really scared and paranoid and panicked. I thought I was gonna die. So I think that was definitely one of the worst moments of 2018 in terms of health. And along with that, I had to keep going to the doctor, and then at the same time, I had my eyes checked up or whatever, and they said I might have glaucoma too. So it was like all kind of like raining down on me all at once. So I was like, oh my god, this sucks. I was alone. My friends were kind of not in the country. My family was not, you know, I mean, I talked to my family, but they weren't in Japan. I was pretty much all alone, and I was like kind of worried about what am I going to do, like financially, and just because I had to keep going to the hospital and keep paying all these bills, and it was just really scary. So I started thinking that this year is going to be really bad for me. In reverse, one of the best things about 2018 for my health was the fact that it was like a wake-up call, and I realized the good thing was my sugar level and everything was really high, but it wasn't at the level where I needed insulin yet. So the doctor put me on these pills to take twice a day, and basically I had to change my diet and start exercising, otherwise I would just keep going downwards and I would eventually end up having to be dependent on insulin. So I joined a gym. I joined the gym, I think I joined the gym end of February or March, wherever, as soon as I figured out I had diabetes, and I started going to the gym twice a week. I also changed my habits. I cut all my carbs. I stopped eating bread. I stopped eating pasta. I stopped eating rice as much as I could. It's kind of hard in Japan, but I tried to do as much as I could. And I cut all my sugar as well. I eat at home most of the time. I don't eat out much. I had the same breakfast every day for the entire year, like a healthy kind of smoothie and yogurt and sandwich and that kind of stuff. And lunches and dinners as well, I tried to make sure I didn't eat any carbs or didn't have too much sugar. I lost about 12 kilograms, which is a lot. I think that's like what, 20 pounds or something, in like 3 months. So that's really a huge drop. It was kind of too much, but when I went to the testing for the doctors, my blood sugar was back to normal. Everything was back to normal. My cholesterol was a little high, so I kind of reversed diabetes, I guess. And then I also cut my medication down from twice a day to once a day. So I was on a good course, I guess. And of course, during the holidays, you know, you can't help it. Like you have parties and events and family gatherings or whatever, so you're gonna have to eat certain foods that you wouldn't be eating during the rest of the year. So I kind of gained some weight back, but I'm still a lot lower than I was when I first found out I had diabetes. I still have been going to the gym and stuff, so I haven't like stopped exercising. It's just the food I ate out a lot for the last couple of months, but hopefully starting January I'll be back to my regular diet, and my aim is to get under 70 kilograms, somewhere in my 60s. 65 kilograms would be perfect. My body just felt lighter. I could sleep longer and feel like when I woke up in the morning I wasn't as tired. My body was just naturally bouncing back, and so I think that was one of the best things that happened to me, that came out of the worst thing that happened to me in 2018. Before we get to the next thing, let's open some presents. This year for my friend Aya, for my birthday, she actually gave me like cupcakes and a whole bunch of snacks and stuff, and she also gave me some presents. So she gave me this Aloha Hawaii hat, and it's like really soft. It's like made of velvet, I think. So it's really cool. And she got me this for me and my dog, which I thought was awesome, like a shirt. And it says a D-Dog, so it's like a play on Adidas, but it's a D-Dog. And she got me the matching t-shirt. So that's kind of cool. So thank you, Aya, for that, and the hat, and for all the snacks and cupcakes. That was really cool. The worst things in wealth are, of course, the current job I'm in. Because my current schedule is a very small, like a cut schedule, and I don't work that often, I get paid about half of my regular salary that I would be getting paid if I was full-time. I've asked to have it increased, so hopefully starting next year, if I do stay with my company, they'll be able to give me some extra days back so I can kind of bring my schedule back up and get some money. But this whole 2018 was kind of tough to help make ends meet. So I was not even living paycheck to paycheck. I was living paycheck plus credit card to paycheck plus credit card. Also, my YouTube views didn't change much. They went down a bit, but for some reason my monthly revenue, my ad revenue went down drastically. It cut in half. I wasn't in debt, but I pretty much had no savings. But the opposite, the best moments in terms of wealth, my Patreon went up a lot, which was really good. I had a lot more people. I think I had like 30 Patreons or something in 2017, and now I have 50. So I gained like 20 extra Patreons. So I was just shocked at the amount of support I got from Patreon people. So that was really cool. The ad revenue was so low, but because of the Patreon, that's what helped me pay for a lot of my bills, like just my regular everyday food and gas and electricity, that kind of stuff. Also, I picked up some extra private lessons. So you might have watched a video of mine called Bonenkai, which is a end of the year party I went to with my students, private lesson students. I teach a lawyer's class. So of course I've had them for a couple of years, but I also gained some other private lesson students, 2 kids, and some other like office lady people. That was a kind of supplemental. I do that on Saturdays, so I kind of made some supplemental income also to help me out. Alright, so let's open another present. Mamoru is my friend and he helped me with so much stuff. He did pet sitting for me while I was camping and stuff like that. So he was a really good friend, and he was a really good source of just happiness for me throughout this year. And then he also got me some presents this time. Because he knows I have diabetes and I'm watching my health, he got me a bag of mixed nuts, which I'm almost finished, and a big size of almonds, and almonds are really expensive in Japan. So this is like, I don't know, like a pound of nuts. It must be really expensive, so sorry about that, Mamoru. And he got me something that he said that a lot of models in Japan eat, but for me it's something that senior citizens eat, but I don't know. He got me a bag of prunes. So thank you, Mamoru, for the nuts and prunes. I feel like a senior citizen, but yeah, it's good for my health. The good thing about 2018 is there was no worse moments. I can't think of anything negative about my family. My dad and my mom are healthy. I mean, my mom's always had medical problems, but she's doing fine. My sister is doing well with her job and work, and I don't think any of my cousins or my aunts or uncles or anybody really had any kind of bad or traumatic stuff happen to them this year. Everyone's having a good life, like a new job or a new wife or a new kid or whatever. So I think it was a really good year for my family. 2018, the only thing I could say is the best moments is my family survived. We had a good time. We enjoyed each other's company. I got to Skype with them. My sister came to visit me in March, end of March for Sakura season. We got to bond, and I hadn't ever gone on a road trip or any kind of trip with just her. So it was kind of just like a brother and sister kind of like outing kind of thing. So it was a good time to catch up on our whole childhood and stuff. So I guess the best thing about 2018 for me was my family was happy and healthy. Okay, so here's a gift that I got, an awesome gift I got from Yoko. This is Furbo. Furbo, I didn't even know what it was until I received it. It's a dog camera, it's a pet camera, it's a pet cam. It plugs in USB to your computer or whatever, and using Wi-Fi, it streams 24/7 your living room or wherever you set it up. You can use your smartphone and you download an app and it connects to this, so you, while you're at work or wherever, you can check on your pets to see that they're okay. It has regular camera, it has night vision, so if it's night or the lights are off, you can still see your pets and see what they're doing. There's a microphone, so you can hear them if they're barking or something, but you can also talk to them. There's a microphone, you can say something. Hey Maple, how are you? The best thing I think though that this camera Furbo thing has is it has a treat dispenser. So there's a little button on your cell phone where you press it, it launches treats that you've put inside the machine onto the ground, and then the dog or cat can come eat it. And I've been using it a lot. It's really cool. Did you like the Furbo? Did you like Furbo? Yeah? Furbo's cool? I met a lot of weird people. I wouldn't say bad people. I made a video about one of them, or two of them. I made a video called My Worst Tinder Date. So I got to meet, I guess what you would call a gold digger. I met, or I didn't meet, somebody who ghosted me from YouTube, so there's a video about that. So I've been trying to get back into the dating scene. So I went on a few dates, or I had a few, I guess, things with people, Japanese girls here. None of them worked out well. I made videos about the two that I mentioned, but then there's also a couple of other girls. I might make videos about them. For example, one girl, because she's really far, she's like North Japan, but she seemed really interested, and we were like emailing a lot, almost every day. We were Skyping, kind of talking on the phone a bit. We were sending like voice messages or video messages or whatever. She was finally gonna come to Tokyo to visit me, but then before she came, she sent me a message saying, by the way, I have to let you know I'm married. I'm still married. I have no plans to divorce or break up with my husband, but I just wanted to let you know. So that was kind of like a shock, because I was like 3 months of like wasted time, I felt, because I don't want to do anything with a married person. And then there was another girl who also seemed like things were going well. We went out a few times, but then she was gonna move to New York, and then she also told me that she is dating her coworker who's a married man, so she's kind of like a mistress. So that was like another shock. So I guess I'm like a magnet for weirdos. But on the opposite end, I met so many awesome people in 2018. I got to meet my best friend Kareem, who came to visit me in August, and we went to Korea together and Okinawa together, and we were in Tokyo and stuff. My friend Brian, who you probably heard about a long time ago, he used to live with me, and he moved back to Canada for a while, but he moved back to Japan, and he lives in Chiba, so he's pretty close, so we meet like once a week. I also got to meet an old friend from Hokkaido. There was a friend I had named Mayumi, and I used to make videos with her in Hokkaido sometimes, and she was like my local town friend. I got to meet her. She was touring around Japan, and she came to Chiba, and we went to the Skytree and the Skytree aquarium and stuff like that. So that was really fun too. I met a lot of YouTube fans or viewers who decided to hang out with me, which was really cool. For example, Jackie and her boyfriend, they're from Vancouver, and they came to visit Tokyo, and I got to hang out with them. We went to the Kawaii Monster Cafe, so that was really fun. I got to meet a guy named Marco, who's also part of my Patreon supporters. He was in town, I think he's from California, and he was in town, so that was cool. So we hung out with Ryan, Mr. Hotel, and we went to Nakano together, and it was really cool as well. And of course, Ryan, Mr. Hotel, is always in and out of Japan, so I got to meet him again. I got to meet his girlfriend, I got to meet his friends, and also I got to meet Kyle and his girlfriend Shirley, and they're from Oregon, I think, and they're really cool, they're really friendly. We went to Ikebukuro together, we had a good time, and yeah, so I think 2018 was really good for meeting new people. Speaking of new people, let's open this present that I got from Kyle and his girlfriend. I got a card, and it was a right nice funny dog card. I got some not so healthy snacks, but you know, I have cheat days, so it's perfect for that. I got 2 bags of Doritos. My favorite flavor in the world is Cool Ranch. You can't find them in Japan, so whenever anybody's visiting from America or Canada, I always ask them to bring me Doritos. And also one of my favorite treats were Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So they got me not only Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, the regular kind and the giant kind, but they got me a whole bunch of other different kinds too. And then they got me some American smoked beef strips, beef jerky. They got Kaide a gift. They got Kaide a nice mouse. I think if you pull it, it vibrates and rolls around. But I think Maple really wants it, so I better not show you how it works. And for Maple, they got this like ball that you use. You throw it, a rope ball, and he goes fetches it. But Maple knows how to fetch, but he doesn't bring it back. And I will give it to him later, but he seems to want it right now. And this is funny. I got like a shot glass, but it's like a little jar, and it says Oregon Redneck Shot Glass. Maple! So they got me a Hurley cap, which is really cool. So I'll be wearing this a lot in the summer in my upcoming vids. And they got me this hat, which I don't think I'll be wearing, but it's just good to have. Is a Make America Great Again hat. So a Donald Trump hat. It's an inside joke because we were talking about him. I was actually trying to see if I could find a label that said made in China to see if it really is made in China, but I don't think they have that. So thank you guys, Kyle and Shirley. This was an awesome present. I will cherish them all, even the Make America Great Again hat. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, 2017 was terrible for me. I had so many problems, not only with like my relationship, but with my health, with my work, with everything pretty much. Even my family, I had an uncle of mine, my favorite uncle actually, he passed away. So I had a lot of bad news in 2017. So I know the world maybe had a tough year in 2018, but for me it was much better than 2017. I started making more videos, personal videos. You probably noticed that compared to the last couple of years. But this year I decided, rather than just like talk about how awesome Japan is, I wanted to kind of like show my life in Japan and talk about the problems I've had in Japan. I wanted to show kind of both sides of my life, and a lot of my personal stuff I was not sharing on YouTube. My diabetes, or talking about my breakup, or talking about just being lonely in Japan, or my life in Japan, or getting ghosted, or those kind of private personal topics. And I really thought nobody was gonna watch it, but I was like, I still want to make it just so I can get it out there and I can kind of like get it off my chest. But surprisingly, people really liked it, and I think a lot of those videos got the most comments. It kind of opened my eyes a bit about YouTubing, and kind of got me re-interested in YouTube, because I was kind of like going downwards in views and like likes and subscribers and stuff. So I was like, okay, I guess nobody really likes my channel, and no one really wants to know more about Japan much anymore because there's so many other channels. So maybe I should just kind of stop. So, but this year, after making videos about myself and realizing like people are watching, people are interested, people are coming back to my channel, I hope. So I felt like motivation to keep going. Of course, I still want to make videos to show you guys Japan, because I think Japan is awesome and so much fun and there's a lot of interesting things. But I also want to be truthful, and I want to show you the reality of living in Japan as well, and also the reality of just my life and what I go through. So the last thing to do is open my last two packages. One of them is like one of my students, Kuniko-san. She gave me this. It's a Snoopy and Woodstock grilled cheese maker. So you can make like hot sandwiches or grilled cheese or whatever, and it also has the shapes of Snoopy and Woodstock on it. This giant box is from America, and it's from Miho. For those of you who followed me a long time, Miho is my ex-wife, which is awkward, I know, but we're still friends. She sent me a card as well, and another dog Christmas card, so that's nice. And she sent me a lot of stuff too. I was like, wow. So first of all, for Maple, milk bones, and that's because there's a picture of a Jack Russell on the front. That's you, bro. That's you. Maple, do you want a milk bone? Do you remember milk bones? Do you like them? Do you want one? Okay. Okay. Alright. It looks like he likes it. Also, she got me some Nagoya famous chicken wing. So tebasaki, or chicken wing powder for Nagoya. Nagoya is famous for chicken wings. Yama-chan, for example. She got me Kraft Dinner macaroni and cheese. Annie's. I've never heard of that company, but that's cool. So there you go. Annie's mac and cheese. She got me multi-grain Cheerios. Yay. So good cereal. It's hard to find good cereal in Japan, so this is perfect. Life cereal with cinnamon. Oh, good. This is also healthy, but it has like a little cinnamon taste, which is awesome. She got me some Taiwan ramen. That's awesome. I love Taiwan ramen. It's really spicy. It's also Nagoya famous food. It's good. She got me my favorite toothpaste, which is Crest. And this is like special Crest Pro Health. So that's good. And she got me some deodorant, which is also hard to find in Japan. Good deodorant. I got Axe and Dove. Yay, I love Axe. Because she saw my video of me being lonely in Japan at the laundromat, she got me some Bounce. So she got me a bag of that. It smells really good, actually. So thank you so much. I will definitely eat all of these foods. And Maple is definitely already jonesing for another milk bowl, so I'll give him one more. You want one more? You have to come up. You have to come up. Okay. Sit. Do you want a milk bowl? Okay. And yeah, I love the gifts, I love this year, I loved YouTube, I love pretty much everything of 2018. I think that's it for today. I think this video is long enough, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like this video, share, leave any comments. Let me know what were some of your highlights and lowlights of 2018. Kind of interested to see what kind of year you had. Also, if you do want to be a Patreon supporter, I upload an extra video per week for Patreon people. I do monthly journals, I do music videos, I send stuff out for people depending on which tier you're on. So if you'd like to check that out, my Patreon link is also in the information section below. And finally, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, because my videos up till now and 2019 are going to be awesome. OzzyAwesome. Take care and see you next time. Peace.